authorization. This is, like I said, this is talking about the laws. Like, what law is fueling us to do this? Because policy is based off of law, right? So it goes like this. You have your laws here, right? Laws come from your industry standards. Like if you happen to be in banking, you have Sarbanes-Oxley. There's certain requirements that as a bank you have to meet. You have to do those things. If you're in healthcare industry, you got HIPAA and things like that. You would probably mention HIPAA in there. HIPAA is an actual act, and you would put that in there. If you're in the federal government, you're talking about FSMA. You're talking about things from the OMB. You're talking about things from whitehouse.gov. So there's different laws that will be put in the authority that govern what you're doing. It goes laws that come from federal, state, industry. Then you have policy that are making sure that you are following those laws. And then you have procedures. Procedures are based off of making sure that you're meeting the policy effectively. Applicability is who does this pertain to? Does it pertain to third-party providers who happen to be on your network? Things like that. And then we get into the actual policy itself. We're talking about the identification and authentication for organizational users. And then you might have a separate one for contractors. Guests are logging into our network. Here's what they will do. We make sure that the guest account only lasts 30 days. You might want to put stuff like that in there in a policy, or you could just keep it very high level and then put that in a different document. You could put that in a procedure. It depends on how you want to do it. Another thing organizations will do with the INA is they won't have a separate INA policy. They'll have this wrapped up into an overarching policy, and they'll usually call it something like an information security policy or something to that effect, a cybersecurity policy, something and like that. And then it'll cover all the main things. It'll cover how they do logging. It'll cover how they do INA on all the major security controls.